Hey YouTube, what goes on? Welcome to Live at 7:05, everybody. What's going on, folks? It is freaking like 95 degrees here in the Northeast. I'm a goddamn puddle. Maybe I can't say that on YouTube. I don't even know, guys. But I'll take firskies. You got it, man. You are first. What's going on, Century? How you doing, man? The Mad Collector in the house, guys. The YouTube Thriller Hunter Extraordinaire in the house. What's going on, guys? Yo, studio. What's up, man? What's going on? We're going to get into it tonight. We're going to have a little bit of plastic action with these figures. Have a good time, as always, here in the freaking broiling heat. It's the final night of the freaking heat wave that has overtaken the Northeast. Century, I know you're a Northeast guy, man. What's your current temperature up there in Fahrenheit, man? We're about 95, 96 here. Broiling is broiling. Studio says, drinking a 10-year-old bourbon waiting. That's the best way to do it, man, right there. Trans Aaron 38's in the house. What's going on, man? How are you, sir? PA Coalition, that's right. PA collectors, guys, supporting one another. Love to hear that all the time, guys. Definitely. Midwest Toy Box in the house. Dude, thank you again so much for the hookup. Midwest hooking me up with the figure. You'll be seeing what that is. Maybe in a special live episode in the next couple days once that comes in. Studio says, nervously watching the kids play with my toys. Oh, dude, I don't have my own kids. And I'll tell you what, if I did, there'd be a lock on the door to get back into my room. 3 live stream. What's up, man? Hope you figured out whatever was going on with that DPCI for the G.I. Joes. I know he said it's been a pain in the butt. Rob Olivia says, what's going on? I hope you have one of the most ridiculously amazing nights you ever had. Thank you, Rob. Right back at you, man. Jimmy says, no heat wave is in Florida. Jimmy, what's it like down there right now, man, besides incredibly humid? Rob says 100 degrees in California. Man, you know what I had to say to 100 degrees? I have this to say. Oh, yeah, there it is. Cracking up some apple juice for tonight's festivities for sure. All sorts of stuff going on tonight here. We're going to talk about the Baroness, as I told you earlier. As you can see there on the rotating base, we're going to crack her open. Very excited to have that in hand. I put out the video on YouTube. This is a quick look, as I always do, in a boxed format. However, you know, I crack things open here live at 7:05 with everybody here. Again, thank you so much, sir. Greatly appreciated you looking out for me on that. 6 packs of Nick Natch rolled up. What's up, all? Outside here was 98 today. Oh, it's terrible. Guys, just FYI, there are roving thunderstorms right now in my area. So if something absolutely insane happens, if the power goes out, I will obviously let you, well, I guess I'll let you know. Or if the feed dies, you know it's because we had a power outage. So I think I'm good for the show, but there's that possibility we could get whacked later on. Jimmy says it's been raining here for 3 weeks. Oh, man, that's my problem with Florida. I love it down there, man. But between the rain, the moisture, and the humidity, you know, and the buildings that fall over, it's a little bit terrifying. Nothing but rain for a week in Oklahoma. Oh, man. So a lot of rain that goes across the country, another way it sounds, guys. We're going to get rain tonight, thank God, because, as I said, it's been insanely hot. Dark Joker's in the house. He is the Joe Fest master, rolling in from the state of Georgia. Dark Joker's in. Can't wait to hear about your experiences over there, or just say down there at Joe Fest in Georgia this Friday on the show. Dante, I'm assuming you guys are live tomorrow for the Infinity Equation podcast. And by tomorrow, I mean Friday. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a Wednesday here. Give me a shout. Let us know in the chat if you will be going live this Friday, or if the holiday does affect that. I wasn't sure. The holiday's not on Friday, but it's a holiday weekend. So, yeah, IE Goon Squad in the house. That's right, man. Right back there, IE Goon Squad. I love it. Good stuff for sure. But for real, Dante, looking forward, man, to hearing about your experiences at Joe Fest. I was able to catch up on some of the Instagram posts that you and Ryan, a.k.a. Laser Pants, made over at your Instagrams. So looking forward to getting an update on whatever's going to be happening regarding your experience down. It looked like a great time. So additionally, guys, this is a great Wednesday because this is the first Wednesday in feels like months that we are actually getting an AEW show live after Live at 7:05 goes off. So as excited as I am for Live at 7:05 tonight, I'm equally excited to see MJF take on Sammy Guevara tonight on AEW programming. So again, exciting night tonight here between Live at 7:05 and some AEW action going on later on. Hey, Ryan Sweeney, what's going on, man? Thank you for supporting as always, Ryan. Saw you checked out the quick look video, which again came off as probably a bit of a tease for this figure. If you guys follow my channel, which most of you obviously do, you know that it wasn't. You know that I always do quick look reviews, inbox on figures I have something to say about. You know, I don't do one for every figure I buy, but if I have something to say about it, or just something I want to espouse to the community, or just get the news out about something, I will tend to do a quick look. So I might have come across as some people that aren't familiar with the channel of me kind of teasing the opening for Live 705, and also my hunt video, which is going to pop up in there as well. But my take on it was it's such a great figure, at least early enough figure that I got early for once, which I rarely do. I definitely wanted to get as much out of it as I could, as much mileage, if you would. And that quick look, I'm trying to really do those, more often than I used to, especially now that we're in the summertime, to show it off. Hey, Craig and Bush, what's going on, man? How are you, dude? What's good? How are you doing, sir? Rob and Dr. Grzin giving some heads up. There was some what goes on there to people as they come in. Liquid Momentum. When or are we don't the Viper? Yeah, giveaway for the Viper, man. I'll tell you what, when I actually find a second Viper, we'll talk. Right now, again, if you don't know the story, you can check out the hunt video over at Disavowed Action Figures here on YouTube. But yeah, I woke up at the butt crack of dawn on New Year's Day to fight for that thing. So that may never even get opened. I know they're going to eventually re-release it with red gloves, I believe, or red boots or something. But that thing, unfortunately, will not be getting given away. Although there are some other giveaways when we get to 2,000 subs. So, guys, if you are new and you haven't been here before and you haven't done it, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also the bell for notifications, because I will be, once we get to 2,000 subs, which we're like 300-ish away, hopefully by the end of the summer, I will be doing a live at 705 when we hit 2,000 subs to give away some random stuff. I mean, nothing fantastic. I'm sorry, not a Viper, right? But there's some stuff I've had, set aside, planning ahead of time for such a momentous occasion as 2,000 subs. So I will be looking at doing some sort of giveaway at that point. 3 Live Stream says you can pre-order Movie Baroness through the app. SE is sold out, though, for anyone who pre-orders from Target. Okay, guys, so you can still pre-order her. It's good to know. People are saying that she is turning up early. I have heard through a couple different channels. New channel I started watching recently, Viper Island, I believe it's called, on YouTube. They also have an Instagram page. I found them last night and gave them a follow and a subscribe. Had some good G.I. Joe content regarding Classified and other G.I. Joe merchandise and product and figures. He had said on his channel he heard that to ignore the dates on the websites, that these are starting to come out earlier. So again, I don't know, guys, if that's the case or not. Jealous every time I see it. Hey, man, hopefully, again, they either A, re-release those, or they B, give us a really decent, good-looking repaint version, somewhat similar to the Troopers, right? So, all right, guys, we'll get right into it this week. As you can see, we do have a mishmash, as I said, of AEW and, of course, some classified action going on tonight. My goals for tonight, talk to you guys, see what's going on. What have you guys picked up this week? Have you picked up anything new? Are you hunting for anything new? So we'll talk, as we always do, regarding that. And then, obviously, I'm not going to bury the lead too far. I'm going to crack open the Baroness, and I would love to do a comparison with her and the Cobra Island Baroness, as well as Snake Eyes. And then I do want to, and obviously Scarlet. And I'd like to do some head swaps. I know that they don't work really well from what I saw at MCU Collector's review, and I think E. Rivera had a good review out. I believe it was E. Rivera. But I want to try to see what this body will look like with the Black Widow head on it. This is the Walmart exclusive. So I really dig this figure. I love the Avengers logo on the side. Got a little bit of light on the subject here, right? So there is the Avengers logo. The backpack has the SHIELD logo. So I've been a big fan of this figure, although it really sucks to get the stand. So I guarantee you it's probably going to fall sooner rather than later. She's kind of in a weird position to begin with. But as soon as I saw this Baroness, I wanted to see what it would look like with this head sculpt on that Baroness body to kind of fudge like another female Cobra Island or Cobra female figure in there as well. So 3 Live Stream says, hopefully with the movie coming out, they will get the Joes out in force. They're doing a good job right now regarding Major Blood and obviously pre-orders, as we talked about other weeks. So I am fairly sure that that will be the case. I'm guessing that movie wave will flood the market. In fact, I would even suspect that some of them might even peg warm. I really have seen a lot of Bloods laying around. So Rob is here. Rob R. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man? Thanks for making live at 7:05 this week. Midwest Toy Box says, got a NECA quint. Yes, he did. And Midwest Toy Box also hooked me up the NECA quint. So, guys, one small thing you probably don't know about me is I love the movie freaking Jaws. I love the movie. The original, the sequel's not so much. However, I have been all about every 4th of July, I watch Jaws like 5 times in the span of that week or two. So when I found out that NECA figure would not be hitting local stores, huge shout out to Midwest Toy Box once again. Hook me up. It's in or out. It should be here tomorrow. So who knows? Maybe we'll have a little special live stream either here on YouTube or over at Instagram to crack that sucker open, because I want to put it next to the shark I have, which is the Funko Jaws right now, which is hanging out in my living room. TransAaron38 says, I put Baroness head on Black Widow's white body for an Arctic version. That's cool, man. TransAaron, how did the head sculpt work with that? I know that this head sculpt, which we'll find out shortly, and that head sculpt don't really swap. They said that the neck and the peg's much different, but I'd like to know how that did. Sticky tack. Oh yeah, so the sticky tack idea, right? I know that's been something people have used in the past for such figures as well. So definitely something I can look at trying. Not a big sticky tack guy, but again, if it's going to get the job done, sometimes he's got to do it. So let's get into it right away, guys. Not going to bury the lead any further. Again, continue to let me know, guys, what are you picking up? What are you looking for right now? What have you been up to? It's been an exciting few weeks here in the toy world. Although right now the pegs are pretty bare in most of my stores, unfortunately. So we'll have to see, what starts popping up this week, especially for July 1st being tomorrow. I have heard that a lot of figures might be popping up on July 1st. So there is our Baroness. If you'd like a closer look at the box, I'll tell you what, let me get back here on the rotating base one more time. If you'd like a closer look at the box, guys, I did do a quick look video, kind of looking at the box art, just discussing how it looks in the box there. I enjoyed the box art. I guess I'm a big fan of that. So we do get the Snake Eyes logo on the back. It's number 19. Fill in all those holes we skipped in the pandemic, push back the movie. Obviously, we have the shorter hair on the head sculpt, which we'll talk about as we crack it open as things go through. So let's see here. All right, guys. So again, here it is. Let's crack this sucker open. We're not going to wait too terribly long. Let's push that base back a little bit for some depth. So I will be cracking this open. Let me know, guys, in the comments, are you picking this up? I originally said I was probably skipping the entire wave. I now obviously picked this up. I really do feel as if there's a very good possibility these are going to be much easier to come across in the wild. Again, I did not get mine in a brick and mortar store, so don't go running out right away and checking unless you see them popping up on Toy Shiz or Total Toy Recon or somebody else's toy site. Because again, I did not see this in a big box location. I picked it up online, paid a bit of a premium. Not too bad. I think I paid like an extra like $15 or $16 total regarding the shipping costs and so on and so forth. But again, I justified it because if I'm not running around to pick up all the other ones, it's a pretty good possibility I save some money just getting it that way. So here it is, guys, again. Out of package, but still on the blister. She does come with different accessories, which I do like. We do get the glasses separate. They're not connected to the head like the other Baronesses over here, as we'll take a look at later. You can tell it's a different body altogether. We do get the gun that has the removable clip, which I'm excited to see. And we do get the 2 knives, which as we get her out of the box, we're going to see they will fit in the back. Now, I have been contacted by several people who are fans that have said that they heard the movie figures. By the way, I might say MCU figures by accident, just force of habit, who have said that the movie figures might be a slightly smaller scale. Obviously, they still scale 6-inch. However, they've said that there's a good possibility that they might be slightly smaller when compared. So we will be taking a closer look at that as we get into it. So I got a real bad feeling about this, that these glasses are going to get knocked out of here and lost really quickly into the carpet. Tape is apparently my kryptonite, everybody. If you weren't aware, you would think a little piece of tape is easy to manipulate. Not when you're me, who apparently is all thumbs. Okay, there we go. So yeah, the glasses are very small, guys. Be very careful popping those out for fear of losing those. And here's our Baroness. Let's get her out of the blister. Now, the first thing I'm noticing right away, which I do remember from seeing in different reviews, is they unfortunately gave her these awful, like, boots. Like the wedge kind of boots, which I'll tell you right off the bat, I hate. That's one of the reasons why a lot of female figures I feel like don't stand very well. There are peg holes for the feet, but again, I don't like to put peg holes those types of things. Oh God, where's the camera? those sorts of dealies on my shelf, and they take up too much space. Real quick rotation here. Look at the articulation, everybody. Close up at the head sculpt without the glasses, first of all. We do get really great butterfly. Wow. Okay. So that's one of the best butterflies I've seen on a female figure. You really get a lot of working out of that. This side as well. So that's really cool. Taking a closer look at that. I'm going to the bottom of the feet a little bit closer. And there's that neck that we've heard about that's rather long. Get a lot of play on the head here. But I really feel like they put that choker on her just to kind of cover up how long her neck is. And Cobra logo on the waist came out really good. Texturing on the back is fairly well done. Enjoy that. The short hair I'm kind of about. We talked about that already a little bit. But I am worried about getting her to stand because of how stupid those little boots are. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. I can tell already how this is going to work for her to stand, guys. That was my big concern with picking her up with the way those boots are. I don't know why Hasbro gives us these boots on these figures. There we go. She's probably going to end up falling, but we'll take a look at her in a moment. Let's back her up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be brutal to get her to stand, everybody. See if I can get her to just balance for a second so I can check some comments, see what you guys are up to. Oof. Yeah, that's going to be brutal. It's going to be very difficult to get her to stand, guys, so be aware of that as we get into it. So let's see here. A couple things thrown up here in the chat. Six-pack says DDP and Brutus Beefcake next week at Target. So yeah, definitely going to pick up that DDP. There she goes. How odd is the neck disavowed? Yeah, it's going to be weird, dude. Again, right away, immediately, I'm not a fan of the neck, how long it is. It's like a giraffe underneath. Let's get the head sculpt off. So there you can see right away. I mean, look, wow, look at that peg. That is a long peg for a neck. Between the peg and the neck itself, that is weird. I don't know why it's like that. I'd love to hear the story from Hasbro as to why they decided to do that with the head. That is very odd. Between the head and the feet, we do have drop-down legs, by the way, if you were curious. I am not digging the boots at all on this thing. The boots, honestly, might be worse than the head. Because the head, you're going to be able to fudge a little bit. Whereas if you can't get it to stand adequately, it's going to be a lot more annoying when you're trying to pose it and just kind of basically get it to sit on your shelf, which is terrible. That damn tape. That's right, man. Ryan Sweeney says, I just got my order from Robot Kingdom 2 months after I ordered. He loves customs with my Viper and Firefly. I also had already ordered the movie line. Okay, cool. So Ryan's picking them up. Very cool. Kragan says, yes, have all three, and they all are surprisingly good, although Storm Shadow just needs a paint job. 3 live streams says, several of my classifieds have developed an inability to stand. Oh, which ones in particular would be those ones that don't stand well? I've done okay with the main line. I haven't had any problems yet. However, more than you would think otherwise. Yo, playtime with Andre, West Coast correspondent. What's going on, man? So we are checking out the Baroness, which I know right away what we want to do is get a look at her compared to the other one. Let's get the box out of the way. I did want to just show off. I had it on the stand. I do like the kind of simple Snake Eyes logo in the back. The movie came out really well done. So I do like that. This is going to be a heck of a trial and effort to get her to stand on this display. I can tell already it's not going to go well. So let's get the head sculpt back on. And then we'll take a look at some comparisons. Head pops on relatively well. I do like what they did, though, with the butterfly joints. Those came out pretty well. And actually, the elbows, I guess it's all pinless, right? I don't see pins anywhere. Knee, the leg does the normal stuff. Ooh, still getting used to those drop downs at these knees. Okay, there we go. All right, so here's our close-up of our 2 Baronesses. All right, there we go. So Baroness number 1, Baroness number 2. Let's get our glasses on this one. I guess they kind of just slip over her front of her face, and I heard they just kind of tucks underneath her hair. Yep, so actually the glasses stay relatively well. So there is a closer look at both of their head sculpts side by side. Again, I think when they're side by side, you could definitely tell that long neck when you put them next to each other. The glasses are pretty similar, slightly different frames in this one. I guess she hit up the optometrist sometime since the prequel movie. Additionally, as far as the sculpts are concerned, you can see the sculpts are very different as well. Again, this is supposed to be a younger Baroness, I would suppose. But you can see here, I guess we could say more of a busty version, similar to the cartoon or comic. Even the arms and the gauntlets, much better, well done. Here we get the Cobra logo on the gauntlets and the chest and the waist. Even the Cobra belts look different, right? Yeah, this logo and that belt is much smaller. This is like a wrestling championship belt when you compare it to this one here. So needless to say, I think it's pretty clear that the Target exclusive obviously is going to be better in pretty much every way. Even the legs, if you can kind of see here, we get more of a glossy boot look with this figure, which is the Target, whereas this one, the legs are thinner. Yeah, definitely. If you look at the legs even, different size legs, different thickness compared to them. So when you really take a look at these, you can really tell from the jump there is more money invested making that Target figure than there was on this movie version, which, again, I don't think is going to be surprising. I will try to get her up here on the stand. I can't promise she's going to stand on the stand because the feet are just atrocious. She's already wanting to fall. Man, I may have to get a stand to hook her up to here. Let's see. Yeah, so one thing I will definitely tell you guys, I'm definitely let down by the fact that her boots make her so difficult to stand up. Can't quite get her to stand right where I want her to. Might have to lean her. See if I can at least lean her against this one. Nope. Nah, guys, I don't think it's going to work tonight. Get her up there. Let's try one more time. I have to have to do a freaking back bend to get up here. Okay, nope. No, it's not going to work. Great TV when I just don't talk, right? I just sit here and screw around as I'm getting agitated because I'm really trying to get this to work. Okay. For there it is for now. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to last. So side by side, you can really take a look here that you can see the Target is also taller. It looks like she has a little bit of a, I don't know, millimeter there. Maybe it's the hair being the harder plastic on top. It could possibly be. But you can definitely tell there that it's a little bit goofy. The body looks fine, says 3 live stream. He also said, I would bet they do a running change on that neck for the movie Baroness. Yeah, it's not right. There's definitely something weird that's going on there as well. I agree completely. Cobra Island Trooper Duke Roadblock. Okay, those ones don't stand well. Interesting. I passed on the roadblock for Cobra Island. Studio said, I'm not into the movie lines. Yeah, but it fills the holes. Yeah, man. And that's the big thing, too. Like, I kind of said I wasn't going to be completely in regarding completionist level. Since I never picked up the original Snake Eyes, that's going for like 150 now. So the 00. Transaren says back to work. I go for gotta go have fun, everybody. Hey, thanks, man. You too have a great night, have a great 4th of July weekend. If I don't talk to you online, take care, man. Valley says, are you hyped for the movie? Good question. I'm gonna see the movie. I don't know if I'd say I'm hyped for it, but I am definitely should be checking it out as when it comes out. Kragan says, as soon as I can find some better feet for her, I'll let you know. Yeah, there's something we can do, like a custom job on that one. That would be good to check out because, yeah, not really feeling it. In terms of scale with our other figures, let's first see if we can get Scarlet up here as well. So there's Scarlet. So again, at least they're standing long enough to get them on the stand. I don't dare slide that stand closer to the camera because honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to get her to stand once again. But again, yeah, I don't know. That's one of those things where once we see her in the movie, I kind of feel like there's a good possibility that maybe the appeal for the figure will improve because, again, you're going to be seeing, that particular character in the film. So that could be cool. I did not pick up the other Snake Eyes as of yet, nor do I plan to be honest. I think I'm just sticking with this one. I may pick up the one for the 2-pack that comes with Timber. But there is a better look at all 4 on the stand. I don't know how long they'll last. You might get a crazy dump effect here momentarily. I'm just going to change the camera a little bit. There we go. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? How do you think they look? How do they line up? I'm okay with it. Again, she's going to be somewhere in the background anyway. Hopefully the different head sculpt, depending how I do get that to measure out. Studio says, how are her peg holes on her feet? All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get her off here, the stand. And again, I looked at her again momentarily before. The peg holes, I don't know. I mean, you get a good look there. I can't quite tell if you can. The feet are very small, because they're in that boot. So that could be another reason why it doesn't stand really well. But the peg holes even look like they barely fit, to be very honest. with how tight they are on the foot. All right, so let's take a look here at the accessories. So she'll stand there for a second. So here is the gun. The gun does come with the silencer on the front, and I do like that. I guess this is the same as the SnakeEyes of the silencer. It's just a different style gun. So take a look at it from here. I kind of like the accessories more than the figure, to be very honest with you. I like how that does come off, and then the clip does come out in the bottom, which again is a pretty cool touch. Bobby Vallo over Valloverse, give them a follow. I'm sure you're familiar with them, but if you're not, obviously his weapon packs are second to none when it comes to what he's been doing with Action Force. Can't wait for my Sergeant Slaughter to ship from Bobby Vallo. But they had a really strong presence down at Joe Fest as well. So the gun is pretty good on this in terms of Joe guns. Her hand, let's see how she'll hold it. Hold it relatively well. Obviously, she does have the gun holding hands, trigger fingers on both sides. Obviously, the clip, you have to be careful how you put it in there. So that's okay. She holds it well, so I can dig that. I'm all right with it. So not too bad. I have her holding the clip there, obviously. Again, if you wanted to, a couple different things you could do. I like the idea of having the clip in her hand, independent from the gun. So if you wanted to, you can kind of have her getting ready to load it. I just can't get past that neck. Oof. The neck is rough, guys. The neck is rough. So again, the gun, not too shabby. I do like that. No storage for the gun, obviously, but you do get storage for the knives in the back. So I do like that they at least gave us the storage here. As you're aware, Joe's and Classified in general, one of the big points with them is you do get the storage. So I do like that we have somewhere to go with these. Also, you do get like a snake on the hilt, for lack of a better word. So you can see it is there. It's not painted. It's just black. It's very similar to some of the other figures that do come with those sorts of weapons that have the hilt on the bottom that has the snake. And let's see how she holds the blades. Holds the blades okay. Again, I kind of prefer the gun. So I'm not a big fan of how the blades go, but you can see at least they do get the job done. So chances are when she's on display, the blades will be back here in their sheath, I guess, if you will, in the back. A little bit snug to get in there. I had them facing each other as far as the snake heads on the back. So yeah, gun came out. Accessories came out okay. Let's try some head swaps. Let's take a look here and see what's going on in the chat. First of all, Cragen says, I use McFarlane Call of Duty stands. Okay. I have NECA stands that when I do use a stand, that's what I tend to use. Andre says, okay, I'm won over on this figure. She looks great. She looks good. Other than the neck, he just can't get past that neck. The gun mag is sick. Yeah, again, I'm not a gun guy. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not. However, the gun does look really cool in her hand with the magazine. You can use blast effects from 3-pack Phantom X on the guns. Very cool. I actually have that right under the desk here. I never opened the Phantom X. It's still in the box because I had the original, and honestly, I just never got around to it. So that's an awesome idea, and I do think that they stole that idea from Valloverse, was the big thing. So, guys, I already know that the Baroness head does not fit well on here, so I'm not going to take that off of the Cobra Island figure. If you like to see what that looks like, go to MCU Collector, but it is just very, it doesn't fit well. It's very loose. Here is, again, the Black Widow Walmart Marvel Legends. It's so hot back here, the head pops right off pretty easily, which is nice. So I'll tell you what, let's see how that looks on here, if it fits at all. And no, it's not going to fit, is it? Now, the ball is very big on this. So as you can see, I think it's just going to kind of sit on there. So again, I think that the part of the problem is the neck. It doesn't look terrible when it rests on there. That's probably the best you're going to get as it rolls around the back like she's the freaking exorcist. Maybe if you got in there and kind of worked on it a little bit, you can maybe get that to fit. I don't know. I don't want to force it. Then break it. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get much more besides it's going to sit on there. So again, if you can kind of get the head to sit the way you want it to, but unfortunately, even though it would be a good idea, I actually really do like that look. You can see the head sculpt's not going to sit well on the peg. So that is one downside with this. I don't know if that was done intentionally. I mean, maybe if I really forced it, I could get it in there, but honestly, I don't want to take a chance on having any major breakage since it is a newer figure. Maybe off camera, I'll kind of putt around and see what I can manage to swing with it and figure out But again, I think that with the accessories being what it is, I would not pay extra for this again. I know I mentioned I paid a little bit of a premium to get it at hand a little bit early. I would not do that. I would not advise you do it because I do think this will be plentiful on pegs. It's not an exclusive, so you will be able to find it in other stores, all the big box locations. I'd imagine GameStop will also have it, other hobby shops as well. So I really do, if I were you, I'd just wait and pick it up retail. And who knows, if they really hit us and flood the market, there might even be a possibility that we do see these even go on clearance. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous suggesting that G.I. Joe would make it that long on a peg. It's going to stay. But there's that possibility that it could occur, that you could end up having them last that long. Oh, there she goes. And clearance, if there's enough of them out there that we could find. So Cragen says you can use black. Oh, yeah, we talked about that already. So overall, guys, not too bad. I'm glad I picked it up overall. It's just going to be a bit of a struggle to get used to her. Now, there she's standing fine. I mean, I had no struggle there. Let's try one more time to get her up here. Unfortunately, I think the head swaps are going to be pretty much impossible. Getting her to stand on the mobile base is very difficult. But right now, the way I have her positioned, she's standing relatively well off the base. Let's try one more time. She'll stay there. I think she's balanced now. So again, she will be in the Snake Eyes film. So there she is next to Snake Eyes and Scarlet. We're obviously also getting the Scarlet figure as well in the more tactical black outfit. I might consider picking that up if I see some reviews that the heads are swappable. So it looks to me like, again, it's the same figure, just a repaint regarding the outfit. So I would consider picking that up. It'll be technically like a third version of Scarlet, I suppose. The first two being just the change in head sculpt and the gold. Archie, what's up, man? Archie, you're never late. The fact that you popped in and said hello is awesome. And speaking of popping in, Mama said Pop You Out is also here. What's going on, sir? How are you? It is still always and always will be the best name on social media. Mama said Pop You Out. So what's up, bud? Not too much, Archie. Just hanging out. We did crack open Baroness. I think the best words I can think of would be underwhelming. I don't regret paying for it. I don't regret paying a little bit extra to get it because I don't have to hunt it down as much. However, I was disappointed that, as most reviews have said, the head sculpt on it doesn't really allow for us to do much, which kind of stinks. Here's our Widow over here. I tried to put the Widow head on there, and as we said, the Widow head would not work either. Definitely would not fit properly, which is a bit of a bummer. Not to be too surprising on that. I kind of expected that to occur. However, again, as you can see, also we had some struggles getting her to stand, which is a bit of a bummer. She has kind of those weird boots, which kind of make it difficult for her to stand. There's our Sammy. Love these Unrivaled figures, guys. Who collects the Unrivaled? If you don't, get into it. They're awesome. Big match tonight for those two over at AEW back on a Wednesday. I don't think anybody wants to mess with her, though, right? All right, so let's get her up here a little closer to the camera. So, guys, we're probably getting ready to call early tonight, being that, again, there are roving thunderstorms, and it's like 94 degrees. So I don't want to take a chance on having any major issues occur and have the feed die out and have to bring it back because my OCD will kick in if that occurs. Cragen says, I paid $25 a fig. I may army build her in Snake Eyes. Yeah, $25 isn't bad. I paid more than that. I think I paid closer to like 38 or 39 shipped, something like that, which, again, I normally would not do. But for this particular wave, since I'm probably not getting the other ones, I felt okay to do. Archie says, damn, that Snake Eye storm. Yeah, Art, that's a great picture, man. If you haven't seen Archie's Instagram post he just put up maybe about 2 hours ago, I did share it over on mine. Awesome with his blast effects in the background. Great photo of Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. Very cool, Archie. Digging it. Archie says, if I find AEW, I may collect them. Hey, Art, you know I got you, man. If you're looking for any particular AEWs, I haven't seen many of the new wave recently, but I've heard they are hitting. I did find one box of them about a week ago. I picked up extra Matt Hardy. So the 6-packs of Nick Naxton and Lucy. So if you ever want a particular one, hit me up. You know that. Especially with ZoloCon coming up, man. Very excited. I'm not wishing away 3 weeks of my summer by any stretch of the imagination, but ZoloCon coming up very soon in Warminster. Is that how you say it? Art Warminster. Very excited for that show. I will be there the whole weekend. So if you are a local collector, we will be down hanging out at the ZoloCon toy show. Three buddies and I picked up a weekend-long pass for like, I think it was like, I don't even remember, 40-something, 45-something for 2 days. Not too shabby. Also, good art, thank you. Additionally, some other toy shows coming up. July 31st, VR Hobbies. You know, I'm a big proponent of supporting VR Hobbies. They are hosting a toy show once again in the Lehigh Valley area. It's up in the air right now if I'm going to make it or not, because I am helping out a friend, Jay Girk the Collector, that day with a family function. If I can get there early, I talked to VR Hobbies about admitting me early to the show to get some footage. I might try to go there early and then get back in time for that family function I'm helping out with. So hopefully I do manage to get there as well. There's also one coming up this weekend. There's a toy show in down in Wildwood Crest, New Jersey. I considered going, so I thought about the idea of driving through Philly and New Jersey traffic on a holiday weekend, and I decided to not do that. So if anybody's ever been to that show or plans to go, let me know what it's like. Valley, I am not doing the Mezcos. I only have maybe 2 Mezcos already. I have John Constantine pre-ordered. However, I'm not doing Joe's. Classified's enough of a grind. And I'm still never sold on Mezcos how long those soft goods are going to hold up over time. I know that's kind of a trite answer, but I felt that way before. Archie says, gotta hit up that Mythic Legions table. Yeah, Archie, definitely, dude. I do have several Mythics. I have the Skull Builder. I do have, what else do I have Mythic-wise? The Black Knight I have. So love those Mythics. When I see them in hand, I definitely consider picking more up. I love those. Yes, Archie, thank you. And RetroCon in September. Art, that's a big one I'm really looking forward to. Art, remind us where RetroCon is again. Definitely want to get to RetroCon in September. And actually, Wizard World Philly's coming back in November. Going way ahead. I stopped going to that show because I got sick of it because we were going every year. And it was a lot of fun, but the show itself, I know Art, you and I have talked about it in the past. The show itself wasn't as good as it used to be down in Philadelphia at Wizard World. But having the pandemic kick in and not having the option to go, now that they're having it, we definitely plan to go back and check it out again. Hey, Cody, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Art says that RetroCon is in Oaks, which is also down off like 276, I believe, Art, like Philly-ish area. I'd say Philly area, being up here from the Northeast, my section of the woods here, Lehigh Valley area. So, for sure. So, guys, thanks for stopping by tonight. Craig, and thank you, sir, for the kind words. I appreciate that. It's near Greg's workplace. Okay, so that's cool to know. I'm assuming he'll be there as well. I think Greg said he's also going to ZoloCon. We'll check with him and see. So, guys, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Big thing to say also was, I guess, share, right? I know a lot of times the other podcasts say share. Tell your friends about it if you don't mind. So, yeah, guys, if you want to spread the word a little bit, let people know that we do have this on Wednesdays, or even just check out the YouTube toy shows, toy hunts. That'd be great. Be a real big help. Hey, Kenny Potter, what's up, man? We're just getting ready to tie up loose ends for the evening, but thank you for stopping by and saying hello. So again, hit that subscribe button, guys. I hit the bell for notifications, so you will see when I post new hunt videos, as well as live 705s and quick look videos. I'm also doing a summer spotlight this week, which I'm going to be doing hopefully every week the rest of the summer, where I've started it somewhat already, where this summer, every week, I'm making an attempt to go to a local toy or comic book shop somewhere in Pennsylvania. I was at Craven Comics in Pottstown. I've been there before, but I've never shot so much video. So that'll be popping up probably tomorrow night. My new hunt video will be loaded and posted on YouTube, where I kind of put that music in the background. I know it's kind of a controversial thing to do that. However, when it's so quiet or there's music playing in the background, I have to do it. But I will be showcasing in Summer Spotlight a different Pennsylvania or possibly even New Jersey when I go down to Jersey in July for a weekend with my girlfriend's family for a trip. Maybe a different New Jersey toy shop, where I just want to basically put some shine on those local shops. So if you are ever in the Pennsylvania area, I also spent some time at the Encounter Comics and Games in Allentown this week. That'll be on my next week's video. You'll see that in there as well. So you'll see little logos on my cards that will say on the thumbnail that I'm doing Summer Spotlight on some different shows, different places to check out. So hit that like, guys. If you don't mind, leave a comment after the video. Helps us out, pushes it out to more people. Also, check out the Infinity Equation podcast. They're coming back this week after a hiatus from me to Joe Fest. Art G, give him a follow as always. Killing it with those blast effects and all the different things he does over at his channel. So give him a sub. Awesome toy hunts on YouTube. consider him a bit of a mentor. He's helped me out a lot, so thank you, Art, as always, sir. You are still the toy hunter extraordinaire. I know Sentry popped in earlier. Mad Collector, good dude. Check him out. Support each other is what I'm trying to say. You know, you guys came here, you supported my show. I appreciate that. I try to support you guys on Instagram and YouTube as I can. So it's a community, help each other out. It's always awesome. So new toy hunt coming out tomorrow night. This heat wave is finally ending tonight in northeastern PA. But if you're in the heat zone, drink some water, relax, try to get out of the sun. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Midwest Toy Box, thank you again for helping out with Quint. Guys, I might do a random unannounced live stream to open up Quint sometime the next couple of days, possibly tomorrow, possibly Friday. We'll wait and see. But I definitely want Quint out of the box, and I like to do this stuff on camera for prosperity purposes. So, again, everybody, thank you so much. Andre, thanks, man. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July in case I don't talk to you again. And I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.